welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we have some news from Hasbro and some, just one new release, I suppose. They did announce some vintage collection, but we don't really indulge on that on this channel. So what they've actually sort of revealed is the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm Boba Fett. Now, it was rumoured before, about a week before, with Yakface, expecting it to be like the Power of the Force figures. We've got the Luke Han, we've got the new Princess Leia in that one coming out, and it looked like a really nice kind of looking figure. However, what we got is a one that's very similar to the ones that were come out with Jackson, Luke Skywalker, and a couple of others which I can't remember off the top of my head, which come in those nice hard cards. Well, actually one of them was Darth Maul, which was a fantastic figure. However, there's a big however, and I hate being one of those channels now where I'm kind of hating on everything. I mean, obviously there's people out there that are going to love it, they think it's going fantastic. They are using this sculpt for this guy, and unfortunately it is the old Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. Even though fantastic when it first came out, it looks great, all the details there and everything. However, it has the articulation of a potato and his legs are always kind of wide apart, and it just gives you that Boba Fett kind of stance, and that's kind of all you can get out of it. And they're using the same mould once again. So even though they have used this mould many times before, we have had the carbon one, we've had the prototype, we've had the sort of like Kenner edition, we've had a lot that's actually used this mould. So I can understand why people would like this mould, because it kind of goes in continuity of having many different colours in this one. However, recently Hasbro, you have released this bad boy, and this bad boy is amazing. And why you've gone down this way and gone to this one, because I kind of remember that Jar Jar Binks got a sort of deluxe release within a couple of weeks. It was out on the 50th anniversary card as well, for the Phantom Menace, which was a brand new sculpt and everything, but they've actually just reverted back to this one, and I can't see why. I really can't understand it. And it's just exactly the same weapons, and everything in there is literally exactly the same. And that's all that we got confirmed. I just don't understand Hasbro's kind of logic at the moment. I'm trying to get the love back into Black Series, and it just keep really pushing me aside. Again, it is one that I'm going to miss out. And another thing I don't understand as well is that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't collect the vintage collection, but the vintage collection is actually using the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett form when the Black Series are using this one. I don't know whether it's an older figure or it was like the smaller version of this one for the vintage collection that they actually repainting over. So if that's the case, why has Hasbro gone for the Black Series older version rather than the newer version? It is beyond me. But I mean, these guys are still sitting on the shelf. You can see them many on the peg, especially in America. Over here, he's not really sort of got that massive distribution out in stores, but I've seen him on a lot of people's Instagrams that Boba Fett is lining up the pegs, which is the same as Jar Jar Binks. However, you know, the other one kind of sold a little bit better because it's got that kind of uniqueness to the card. Again, also they just brought this guy out. I mean, it's been 20 times releases, give or take the actual amount that is actually come out with. Sometimes it's £20, and now this one's going up to about £25 for the exactly the same figure, maybe with less paint. But the annoying thing is that with this guy here, even though he does come with the wrong accessories, maybe for that guy, we can actually take this off and bring in the actual Mandalorian blaster, which they could easily just repaint and give it that kind of sort of like uniqueness from there. The actual gun itself, as you can see, actually really fits into that sort of finger hole, and he can use it. So imagine this one in the colours from the holiday special with this blaster. If he has a little blaster down the side, just include it. Just give him a blaster. He doesn't need a holster. I mean, just look at, he gave us Bad Batch Hunter. He doesn't have a holster, but he has the pistol. They don't need to have a place to put the blasters and stuff. Or sculpt it so he does have a blaster, because Luke He came with the extra little pet for Thrawn. Darth Maul had a whole new torso. You know, so the other sculpts are in there, you know, so why haven't they just included this into this one? It is literally just a full repack of this Boba Fett, same weapons, everything in there. They just put him in a new kind of card. And this is why there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate out there, and it is kind of Hasbro's kind of fault. They're just not put into that. Just that extra couple of details there is what the Star Wars guys want. That's all we want, you know. Us customizers, we look at it and we put all our sort of sweat and tears into it, even if it's just a few little bits and a little kind of touches up there. But Hasbro just releasing this guy, even when you got the sculpt for this, even the Christmas stuff last year, the guy, like the Snow Trooper, come with, like, I think it was the scythe from the Knights of Ren or something like that, and it was repainted. So yeah, you can actually change up the accessories and stuff what these guys come with, and just that, imagine it in those colours. It would look fantastic, and that's exactly what the Black Series guys would definitely sort of like would wet their paws over. So yeah, it's another little bit of a rant video. I mean, Hasbro, come on, just release like the next wave that we're going to be. I don't want pipeline figures. I want to know for certain what the next wave is going to be. You know, so even though the tech wave hasn't appeared over here, it's kind of old. America's had it for a while. Canada's had it for a while. What's next? We know we've got the Rogue Ones coming out. But to me, that's kind of like just one of those mid-lines, you know, it's either you collect it or you don't. It's not actually a full wave from the main line series. So, yeah, just tell us what we want to see. Just see what's coming up. Like, be more transparent. Show us what you've got coming. That's what we want to see. So anyway, just another little ranty video there. I am coming back a bit slowly, but I am working on some Marvel Legend ones. So be prepared, over the next week you might see 1 or 2 drop. So thank you once again, and I'll see you next time. And my lights just died. So comment down below what you guys think of this, and I'll see ya. Bye!